Hey guys, welcome back to Four Brown Chicks. Today we wanted to talk about insecurities because as women, as people in general, we all experience insecurities. And I think it's important that we openly discuss them so that we can know one, obviously we're not alone, and two, how we deal with insecurities and just different ways that we've been trying to overcome our own personal insecurities. So, does anybody want to kick it off and start about any personal insecurities that they might have?
I'll kick it off. So, I have a lot of personal insecurities. So, we're going to get real personal and serious with this topic because I feel like it's not talked about enough. And, a lot of people just be holding their own insecurities. So, I'm going to start with my first insecurity. I feel like I have a turkey neck. Like, I hate my neck. It's just not, I don't like it. Like, that's my first insecurity. My second insecurity is I wish that my teeth were bigger. Like, I wish I had bigger teeth.
I have
Like,
never
I
had
feel like
that.
my teeth still look like they're kind of little kid teeth, and that bothers me. How I've overcome those insecurities is I feel like as I've gotten older, I don't think about them as much. Um, But like as an adolescent and growing up, I feel like those were definitely two of my biggest insecurities.
Yeah. Um, my biggest insecurity, honestly, which I feel like people talk about it, but it kind of is a little bit, I don't know, I won't call it taboo, but is like after having my daughter, my body just, it was never the same as it was like pre baby. So for me, like, there are certain things about my body, like stretch marks in places I didn't have them before, or just the way like the boobs don't sit like they used to, that are definitely like major insecurities for me. To be honest, it's not something that I've gotten over. So can't really answer that for you, but it's something that I do just try to tell myself, like, everyone has an insecurity, so don't be as hard on yourself about it. But yeah.
I feel the same way as you, Jess. I have a lot of insecurities, and hearing you guys talk about your insecurities, it kind of makes me feel like, what is wrong with us? Because all of us see each other as like so beautiful and so perfect, and it's like I would never think you would think your teeth was too small, but like I
I
think
hate them. Like I've literally asked the dentist, how can you like shave the time? Like these are questions I've asked. Like, can you shave this? Because I know it's more teeth under there.
That's
like yeah,
crazy.
I think my teeth are too big. Like one time I was getting into it with this guy on Twitter, and he said that my teeth look like dentures. And ever since I've seen that comment, I can't.
Oh,
You can't unsee it.
I feel like big teeth look so good. Like I feel like it made like you have a Michelle Obama smile. Like it's just a great smile. Whatever.
My biggest insecurity are probably my breasts. I just never had any. Like I've never really had more than a B cup. Even when I was breastfeeding, like my breasts kind of got big, but as soon as I finished breastfeeding, they got so much smaller. And then on top of that, they were deflated. I know a lot of moms can like relate to their breasts just not having the same volume that they didn't used to have. And it's like mines are already small and they don't have any volume. Like if I could change anything about myself right now, I would get breast implants. And I also like struggle having insecurities about my weight because of my digestive disease. My weight fluctuates a lot. So like one year I'll be like thick and then the next year I'll be like super scrawny, and if people don't know what's going on with you, they just think like, man, that girl always trying to lose weight or something, and it's like not intentional at all.
Yeah, I think my biggest insecurity is always my body constantly, no matter what state it's in. Um, I think I was pretty secure with my body, like up until I had up until I had my daughter. And then I thought my body looked great. Like right after I had her, like my post baby snack back body was bomb. Like I felt like I looked like a bad bitch. Like my titties were perfect, legs was great, waist was small. Like I felt great. But ever since then, like I've never felt like, even still, like I work out, I eat right. Like I'm conscious about like my body, but it never looks good to me. Like even when I like lost a lot of weight, or even when I like start seeing like the results of me like being consistent with my workout, it still never looks good. Like even before we got on this call, Shay was like, "Let me see your outfit," and I was gonna have to stand up in the camera and show her my outfit, and I was like, I did, but I felt insecure about it because when I see my body in the camera, I'd be like, no, like I don't like that. I also have very large hands and I have large feet because I'm 5'7", and I just feel like as a woman, my hands are way too large and I feel like my feet are way too big. I've gotten over it because I feel like, I guess, I mean, which you can't change the size of your hands or your feet, but those are the things that really, my whole body, I have a whole complex going on with my body that I'm trying to overcome, basically.
Well, don't feel bad, Bianca, because I also have big feet and I'm only 5'2", so I don't even have anything to blame on.
Do you guys know how to swim?
Yeah, we do know. I do know how to swim. You trying to play the lusty indica? I got big feet card.
I'm just saying that's a perk.
Scandalous.
Right.
So we've all kind of just shared that we have insecurities. How do you, or do you, talk about your insecurities with your friends, with your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend? And if so, like, what is that first conversation like?
I talk about it freely. I talk about it on all of my social media platforms. I talk about it in my personal relationships. If I have a partner, I'll talk about it with them because I think, especially, with the kind of social media age we're in now, we're all constantly comparing ourselves to other people. And some of us have to be the advocate for self. Some of us have to have those hard conversations so that other people can understand that they're not alone. Because at a time right now where body image is such a big deal and people are, paying exorbitant amount of money to change themselves and stuff like that. And although there's so much things I want to change about myself, I'm also learning self-acceptance and just being happy the way God made me. And I want other people to feel that way too. Like it's a process, but it's better than thinking lowly of yourself when you're really an amazing and beautiful person.
Yeah, I want to add to that too. I am probably the exact opposite. I don't talk about my insecurities when I first enter a relationship or a friendship. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Shay, because it's probably something that I should talk about up front. Because typically, what happens is I then dance around my insecurity, and then like my friend or my partner, like they can sense that I'm uncomfortable about, let's say if I'm being intimate and I'm uncomfortable about stretch marks, they can tell that I'm not comfortable with that part of my body. And then it ends up being a discussion where they ask like, well, why do you always, cover up this or that? And I'm like, okay, now it's even more awkward when I could have just from jumping like, listen, I'm not comfortable with this. Like if I cover it up, that's why, and just be like that. So I agree. We probably should discuss it more.
Yeah.
I don't know if I volunteer like the information about my insecurities, but if it come up, I'm open to discussing me being insecure about whatever it is.
I openly talk about it to a spouse. I don't think I talk about it to anybody else. Like, Bink, did you know that about my turkey neck?
Yeah, but I didn't know about your teeth.
Yeah. And when I talk about it with him, I feel like I talk about it in a very jokingly way because now I'm like, it's ridiculous that I actually say it's a turkey neck, which is actually a phrase I got from Nutty Professor, and I'm nowhere near like the size of those characters, but I still use that word, turkey neck.
Yeah, well, Does anyone else have anything they want to add about insecurities or advice to anyone that's watching with dealing with an insecurity?
I just want to say, like, we all are going to be insecure about something. And I think oftentimes we just have to remember, like, we're not perfect. We're not designed to be perfect, and we're never going to be perfect. And things that we see in ourselves, other people may see as beautiful. I feel like we're so hard on ourselves all the time. And we really got to start giving us more grace and just allowing people to see us for the beautiful people that we are and stop being so hard on ourselves and trying to tell ourselves that we're not.
Absolutely. And I think it's important for people to know that it's never too late to love yourself. First of all, surround yourself with people who feel that you are beautiful, amazing, and skilled and talented, because just being around people who think highly of you is going to motivate you, and it's also going to make you see yourself in a completely different perspective. And then also, like, I encourage people to do like mirror affirmations, like really speak into yourself. Like every morning when I wake up, as I'm brushing my teeth, I say, I love my smile. I love my eyebrows. I love my hair. And the more I say those things, the more I believe those things. And it sounds really dumb, but I feel more beautiful than I ever have felt. Even me being like in this space where I'm locking my hair and I'm having a hard time with my image. Like, I feel more beautiful than ever. So, like, just speak it into yourself.
Definitely agree, especially with the speaking it into yourself. And one thing I've tried to intentionally do is that when people say like, "Oh my gosh, I love your smile," like I've intentionally stopped saying like, "I hate my smile," because it's like it's clearly an inner insecurity. Like no one else is paying attention to that except for me. So that's definitely been one of the things that's helped me kind of get through those insecurities is making sure that I'm not disregarding people's compliments and stuff like that just because of it's something that I'm insecure about.
Mm, that's a good point because I also am victim of receiving a compliment and like basically telling them that they can take their compliment and stick it in
And
their,
shove it.
yeah, because I don't agree. So that's all really, really great advice. We hope that you guys enjoyed us being a little bit vulnerable with you all and sharing our insecurities. If you have any, please, drop it in the comments. Follow us on Instagram as well. We also have a Twitter page for Brown Chicks on all platforms. And let us know what those insecurities are so we can all uplift each other.